All right. Hey guys, it is Sunday. What was that noise? What is that? Ooh, it's our harmonica. All right. Cool. Hey, I'm going to make a little 5-minute video, okay? Then we can play some harmonica. All right, guys. So, Sunday, crude oil. This is my personal video trade journal, not to be taken as advice. I'm just looking for 20 to 80 cents a day. Every day that I trade, I'm looking for 20 to 80 cents. And after that, if I have a runner, great. But as soon as I take off half, I'm looking to protect the other half and manually trail up stops. That's generally my method. Looking for more consistency, developing more consistency, and I'm using supply demand zones to do that in combination with letting Elliott wave run kind of in the background at all times just for clues. I have yet to really succeed trading straight Elliott wave with crude oil. What I do notice in crude oil is that it loves to get between the 618 and the 886, regardless of time frame. So over the last, I started noticing that years ago, but I didn't really do anything about it until about 6 months ago. I started actually really measuring for that and finding it all over the place where price just interacts with that window, this window right here. So then that's what started my odyssey through YouTube and talking to other traders about supply demand zones. And then, man, that has added another dimension of consistency to my trading. So I'm going to keep going with that and sort of combine it with this Fibonacci idea. And of course, Elliott wave is all about the fib. So I'm all about the fibs, man, whether it's Elliott wave or this, what I'm explaining now about this window between the 618 and the 886. I'm just all about the fibs. All right, so here's a daily blood red week, nothing but bearish candles, big time, heavy bearish candles. But look where it finally paused. 618. There is a supply demand zone right below here. Does it need to come down into here before it gives a meaningful bounce? That's really my question. Is it going to come down and get in, maybe even crack below 71 before we get a meaningful bounce? I don't know the answer to that. Let's look at the weekly. I want to shout out to my friend Armando. Hey, Armando, if you're watching in Miami, I wish I were in Miami again because I was just there last week. Now it's freezing. Anyway, Armando was pointing out the weekly chart and how these wicks are looking really lined up along this trend, including last Friday's low. Pretty remarkable. Am I trading a trend line? No, but is it a clue? Absolutely. It's just another clue. So now let's look at Elliott wave on the 4-hour, which I'm not trading the 4-hour either, but I'm absolutely looking at it for clues. I'm looking at it for supply demand zones, looking at it for fib levels. Speaking of fib levels, this internal structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 came right down to the top of the acceptable standard ratio for wave fives, which can terminate between the 618 and the 764 of 1 through 3. Now, if you're an Elliott wave person, you know exactly what I just said. If you're not an Elliott wave person, don't worry about it. Just know that this box would be a reasonable place for wave 5 to terminate. And it may have terminated hitting the top of that box to the penny. That's just a coincidence, maybe, right? Right? Prices don't strike fibs to the penny, do they? I'll leave that for you to decide. Here's the 618-886 window that I was just talking about. If this bounce is a legit bounce, I'm not going to be surprised at all if it comes up into this box. There's also another supply demand zone up there. So wouldn't that be interesting for a wave 4? Yeah, could be. I'll leave that to the Elliott wave experts. I'm not trading a 4-hour chart. So the clue is maybe that's a local bottom. The trade is gap up and go at the open, then crap out. Or gap down at the open, and then keep coming down into here somewhere before catching support and then bouncing more in a more earnest fashion. So I think, I know it might go up, it might go down, maybe not very helpful, but my bias is that we're going to go higher at the open, maybe even a gap up at the open. Wouldn't be surprised by that at all. Sunday night is the time for gaps. Given how bloody the week was, maybe there's some pent up, and then the geopolitical stuff, which I really don't, it's kind of hard to avoid because it's everywhere, but I just happen to know about it, but I don't trade on it. I'm just commenting on it, that's all. Anyway, that's what I got. These are the targets. This is your support. Good luck. See ya.